Hi! Hello guys! My name is Adrian P. Paciente from Group 3. And for today's video lesson, we're going to talk about the Module 11 entitled Guidelines and Ethic of Data Collection. But before that, let's find out what is our objective. As individuals, you are guided by the values that you have in life. This set of values direct you to do what you think is right or good. In research writing, you are also expected to follow guidelines. In doing research, you have to adhere to ethics, especially when collecting data from your participants. Role of data collection. A data collection is the systematic process of gathering data from target participants to find answer to the research question. It is an important part of the research process as it aids in obtaining data for research problem that the researcher seeks to solve. It is important to note that a valid and reliable instrument should be used in collecting data to gain valid and reliable information. Also, the information gathered from the data collection will be the researcher foundation for analysis and interpretation, and later will be the basis for conclusion and recommendation. Thus, it is essential to follow guidelines and to consider ethical principles along the process of data collection. The main purpose of data collection is to gather relevant information for analysis and decision making, generate insights, monitor progress, solve problems, and contribute to the existing body of knowledge. Some common data collection methods include surveys, interviews, observation, focus groups, experiments, and secondary data analysis. The data collected through these methods can then be analyzed and used to support or refute research hypotheses and draw conclusions about the study subject matter. Definition of ethics. Ethics is a set of moral principles that affects how people make decisions and judgments. BBC 2014. It is usually associated to matters of right or wrong, good or bad, acceptable or unacceptable. In research writing, ethics plays a significant part as it serves as principle to the researcher. The ethical consideration in research provide the basis of integrity of researchers and their work. In relation to data collection, the researcher should take into account the different ethical principles involved in collecting data to safeguard the accuracy of information obtained from their participant in the research setting. Ethics is based on well-founded standards of right and wrong that prescribe what humans ought to do, usually in terms of rights, obligations, benefits to society, fairness, or specific virtues. Ethics are the important principles that guide us to make positive impact through our decision and action. Ethics plays an important role not only in our personal lives, but also in business. We are all encouraged to make ethical choices and apply ethics in all areas of our lives. Example of ethics: honesty, integrity, loyalty, respect, compassion, charity, and leadership.
So here are the guidelines on data collection. First, get needed permission and approval to collect data from the authority of the institution or organization where you are going to conduct the study. Number 2, get in touch with your target participants in whatever possible means. Let them know who you are and the needed research that you are conducting. 3, ask your research participants about their most convenient date, time, and place to collect data. Number 4, before going to the area where you are to collect the data, prepare your instrument and tools you will use in gathering data, such as notebook, pen, camera, audio-video recording, and others. And number 5, according to Smith 2003, follow the informed consent rules. 6, explain to the participants what your research is about, how and why you have chosen them as your participants, and how long the data collection would transpire. 7, give them assurance that whatever information they will share will be kept confidential and private. 8, do not ask them sensitive questions that may offend or hurt their feelings. 9, ask permission when using voice recorder, camera, or video recording device. 10, in reporting information, keep your participants' identity anonymous or unknown to others. And 11, remember to follow ethical principles in collecting data in your research. Ethics in data collection. 1, informed consent. Prior to collection of data, you must get the consent of participants of your study. This suggests that your participants have voluntarily consent to participate in your research. It also involves informing your participants that they have the right to choose freely whether or not to participate as research subjects. Moreover, they also have the right to withdraw their participation in the course of data collection. You must also explain the purpose of the study, the duration of data collection, the process of obtaining the data from them, as well as the benefits and the risks of the study.
Here's one of the example of informed consent.
Confidentiality. As a researcher, you must protect the confidentiality and the information shared by your participant in the course of your research. Maintaining the confidentiality requires safeguarding the information that an individual has disclosed in a relationship of the trust and with the expectation that it will be not disclosed to others without permission. Number 3, privacy. Privacy is to safeguard the privacy of your research participants. That information about where they live or where they work should not be disclosed. Privacy does not only cover the participants' geographical information but extend to the data from mobile phones, personal and institutional computers on the internet. Protecting the privacy of individual whose data is being collected is crucial. Steps should not be taken to anonymize the data, ensuring the personal identifier are removed and the individual cannot be easily identified. Anonymity. Anonymity is one way to protect your research participant from harm is removing any of their identifying information such as name, age, place of residence, ethnic group, and other from the final research report. Providing anonymity of information collected from a research participants means that either the project does not collect identifying information of individual persons. A study should not collect identifying information of a research participant unless it is essential to the study protocol. Anonymity cannot be guaranteed if any personally identifiable or PII information will be collected.
So that's all, guys. Thank you for listening and watching our video lesson. Until next time, bye!